Yeah, cheers everyone for telling me there's no sound. Excellent. We've got Matt Urbeck's videos and pictures. Excellent. Cool. Nice to see you in, mate. I did say everyone else's name there, but obviously you didn't hear us. Nanny, or Many. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, basically we're shouting everyone out and saying, what do you think of me back screen here? I took that picture while I was out over the weekend. Seeing what we could get up to here. Yeah, sounds good. Look, wow, good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I went and got some more, another prize for the quiz, for tonight's quiz. So we'll be playing that in a little while. When I picked it up, I didn't open it up, and when I got home, it wasn't right. I thought it was not even worth having in my own house. So took it back and got a new one. Yeah, excellent. Nice photo. Cool new background. Yeah, excellent. Epic picture. Cool. Some of you might have seen the video because I uploaded this video behind us last night, but I thought it was on private, but 20 odd people actually seen it. I don't know how he's done it in a matter of a short time, but you all did. So I put that back on private now. I'll be releasing probably weekend-ish. Epic gaming moments are in. Excellent, mate. Cool. Explore with Geneve. Excellent. Hello, Adrian. Cool. I'll post the link in if anyone wants to come up, they can do. So there it is. Link. Yeah, so today I had to go back up to Manchester and take the cup back. And basically, yeah, he said he'll have to pick it up Wednesday. So definitely having a competition mug for the winner. If there's a winner, that is. Yeah. We know it's not the easiest game to win. Also, while I was out over the weekend doing a bit of filming, I seen this old vehicle come up the road and it parked up. So pulled my camera out, started filming it, got on and it started driving off. I'm not saying what type of vehicle or nothing it is. So yeah, it's quite a funny one. That didn't know where I was going. Eventually, it took us back to where it picked us up from. So pretty cool. Yeah, I went to this place as well behind us, and I've, like I say, I've done the video already and uploaded it. It's got to be out this week. Just got to flick the button really whenever I want to flick it on. Cool. Merch as well, and my hoodie. Here it is. Look, it's looking a bit sorry for state at the moment. There's rips in it and all sorts. The colour's faded. That's gone to its own orange. Yeah. So I went to see about that today, where I got that one from. He went to order it on his computer. He couldn't find it on his system, but he gave me the link to find it on the system. I've actually found it now. So yeah, go to order a new one of them and possibly a few more for future people who winners and stuff. Yeah. I might start. I don't know about releasing merch at the moment. I'm just thinking, just do it as a prizes at the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm hopefully going to do. So cool. I know Lupaloo's got her cup and happy with that. So that's excellent. You all right, mate? Cool. Nice to see you come in. So what else have been up to? Just doing a couple of videos. I've been working on the Halloween one. That's it's taking a bit of time to work on. But I think I've got everything what I need now to just up and do it. Hasn't shown for some reason. Right. Hasn't shown for some reason. No worries, I'll have to see what I can do. Give me a second. I don't know where that's gone up now. If so, just take the LOL off the end. Turn my Wi-Fi off so don't get noises. Let's see now. It is, yeah. Excellent, yeah. That's why I probably won't be doing the merch at the moment. Just give me a second. Don't know what's going on here. Can't find myself. No, still no link. Right. Still no link. What's a bit paying this because I'm not great at this. Give me a second. Turn the echo off. Sorry about the echo, everyone. How can I do this? I know how to do it. Share screen. Right now I can hide that. There's a link there. So if anyone wants to come up, copy that link and hey presto, you've got it coming up. Yeah. So any mods can try and paste that again for me. That'll be much appreciated. Cheers. Stop sharing screen. Yeah. Has any of you heard of the TV program, Channel 4 First Dates, where people go on a first date and obviously it's the first date, they've never met each other. It's a bit like a blind date. Have you seen that? We got Macclesfield Magpie in. Hello, Macclesfield. Cool. Didn't see you come in a minute ago. You are there now. You're going on your own. Are you going where to? Oh, are you? Yeah, doing okay, mate. Not too bad. Just jumped out of the shower. That's why my hair is a bit wet. Still a bit warm and sweaty now. But dress guided tours, cool. Jeffrey, excellent. Safari, excellent. Right, need to suss out how to get this link in. If I just put something in here. Chat there. Now I'll try it again. Chat, come on. Nope, still not sending the link up. Don't know what's going on. Even if I type it in. I don't even know whether I'm a mod on my own channel. I don't know what's going on here. How can you do this? Oh, hello. Epic Gaming. Ah, excellent. Yeah. I can see Epic Gaming's link, but that's not on the YouTube. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's on the YouTube link there, yeah. Cool. So if anyone wants to come up, there's a link there. Thank you, Epic Gaming. Cool. Thank you for sorting it out. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll be having it one of these games going in a minute. It'll be picking a number, and then it's one of them ones where you've got to travel across the board. It's not just turn the card over. You've got to answer the questions and stuff like this on this one. So I'll have to have a time limit for you. So just let me get my time up ready. I know I should have had all this sorted. But that's me. Never ready. Don't even know how to use this. Ah, right. This is how you do it. Can you hear that ticking away? Let's see what happens when it ticks down, whether it kicks the bell off or anything. Should have set the timer a bit shorter, really. Hey, Scooby, it works. Yeah, that'll do me. Stop. Right, yeah, so set this timer. I'll give you 40 seconds to answer the question. Whoever, well, that's if you could do it, get your question on here. Also, I picked up a new light as well. It's a studio light here. It's got a tripod and all that. So, to show you. So I've got that over the weekend as well. It helps, but there's no shadows across my face basically, because I noticed in a few there's some shadows. So yeah. Right, I need a pen, don't I? And a number. Need something to write on. Right, he's ready. Let's get this going. Between 1 and 20. Number between 1 and 20. You know what to do. Put it in the comments. Whoever picks the right number, what I've written down, gets to have a go at the board and win the mug. We've got the numbers coming in here now. Right, we've got a winner. We've got a winner. Chicken dinner. Number 16. Well done, Thomas. That didn't take too long that time, did it? No, it didn't. Right, let's see if I can do this quite right. No, not quite. Puzzle went like this. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to have done. Never mind, nearly. Let me do that now. Me on big screen. Yeah, that's me. I need to see the comments, 3 new comments. Yeah, excellent, right. Thomas, where do you want to go? Top, middle, or bottom? Take your pick. Also, you get 3 lives across this board. Top. We have a winner. Winner, winner, winner. Yeah, not a winner, but a green light. Let's turn that off, don't I? I'm doing that. Green light, well done. Back to white. Right, next one, top, middle, or bottom. Well done, mate. Yeah, if they're leaving bad comments, get rid of them, basically. Give them a warning, and then, yeah, you know what to do anyway. Oh, you got a question. Question. Right, get the timer ready. The timer starts. I've got something in my eye. The timer starts once I read the question out, yeah? What is the second largest continent? Got to look for your answer. What is the second largest continent? No, it's not Asia, it's Africa. Sorry about that. Oh, you get a strike. How do we set that? No, it was Africa. That's what this is saying anyway. The questions and the answers. So, yeah. Top, middle, or bottom? Give me a second. What was the question? That question was, what was the second largest continent? Thomas is saying bottom. Question. Another question. I didn't even know this one myself. Tomato ketchup was sold in the 1830s as what? The time is going now. You Got a few more seconds this time. Ketchup was sold as something in the 1800s, 1830s, as what? Haven't a clue. It was a medicine. They used it as a. So you get another red. Sorry about that. It was used as a medicine. Just make sure. Yeah, it was used as a medicine. So yeah, I never knew that. Right, that's 2 lives down. Bleeding hell. Not doing good. Right, this is quite a one here. Part of Heinz 57. Yeah, there are other sauces out there. Right, come on, Thomas. Let's see when we can do it. 2 lives down. You got 1 left. Top. Yeah, no worries. Top. It'll be this way. And question. Yeah. Bleeding hell. Right, let's see if you get this question. I did hear this one not too long ago on TV, so you might have heard it as well. On a what table it's called? What do the numbers on a roulette table, on a roulette wheel, add up to? Oh, no. Nope. Whoops. Is this what I'm supposed to press? Nope. It was 666 if you add all the numbers up. Yeah, it's a bit of a devil's game, hence the number 666, some people say. So that's how I knew that one. I've heard of that one before. Excellent. Right, come on. That's it, Robert. Robert there says it, right, yeah? Come on. You got to get it. Another one of these. Get a couple of these now. Get some green ones. Come on. Middle. Just 1 second. I'll do the middle. Thomas is picking because he got the numbers right. What we do, we pick a number. I write a number down, and then you throw it in the chat. And once I see the right number that I've written down, they get to play the game. And yeah, it's open to anyone. But at the moment, Thomas is having his go. So cool. Middle. Thomas is saying middle. Just thought to explain the rules because oh dear. That's no good, Thomas. You know what that means? Game over. Game over for Thomas. All right. Yeah, people. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going off me questions and answers, so that's the one they gave me. So it's 666, but also I have heard that of it before, so yeah. Can anyone else throw the link up? If anyone else wants to come up, they can do. I've not even checked if anyone's in the chat. Waiting, no, there's no one there. Wonder whether I can do it now because it's been done. I don't know myself. Live chat. X. Epic Gaming. Tilsler. Sorry, my fault. Nope, I can't throw the link in for some of it. Nope, don't know why. Don't know how you done it before, Epic Gaming. Oh, the Fats is in. Hello, Fats. Excellent, mate. Yeah, not doing bad, mate. Cool. How's your house coming on? Must be getting on there by now. Adrian's just threw the link in. Did it come up? Yeah, Adrian's done it. Excellent, Adrian. And the man. Cool. Yeah, you've got to show your face if you're coming up, especially if they don't know you. So, yeah, that's another link. I think I meant to say for people who are coming up. So, yeah, if you want to come up and show your face, you're welcome. You don't have to show your face if I know who you are, and I can verify it on my phone. So, yeah, don't worry. Because, yeah, there's quite a few trolls about and stuff like that. Hopefully, we don't get too many of them tonight. Cool. So at least they know the link's working. That's excellent. Yeah, I asked you all a question before. Have you all any of you heard of a first dates on Channel 4? Because while I was out weekend again in town, I recorded the first dates actual program while we were filming on the street. So I can show you a little clip of that if you want, if it is interested. That's it over there. Yeah, I'm not to show that. So that, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I used to watch it. Excellent. Yeah, right. I'll throw it up anyway. It's something for you to watch. Breaks the show up a bit. Basically, it shows two people walking down the street across the road, and that's about it. So. Whoa. Behind the scenes of First Dates TV program. Yeah, give us 2 minutes. I might have our first guest in here. I'm just going to verify it, like I say. Make sure it's them. And if it is you, you'll know to answer your phone. Yeah, is that you on the live stream? Oh, are you doing late? Yeah, no worries. Looks like we've got someone playing. All right, see you later, Richie. Bye. Yeah, so we got another one. They disappeared. Yeah. Like I say, if I know yous and can verify yous, you can come up without showing your face. Otherwise, yeah, just find out who, phone up and the people or whatever, or send them a message. So yeah. Also, he's not been on my live chat for ages because his internet's rubbish. So I was a bit surprised of him coming up. But that just proves you watch my show. So excellent for watching my show. You know the people who come up. Yeah, and a long time, like say, he's not been up for a while, but you know, he comes up. So excellent. All right, let's sort this board out, and once we sort this board out, we can have a go, have another go. So give me a second while I sort it out. This is the only thing about playing this game. It takes ages to set the cards up. Not ages, but it takes its time, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So what have you all been up to this week? Have you been anywhere interesting or done anything interesting? Bruce's Price is Right. Yeah, they could do that, but I'll have to I'll have to start that again. Rearrange the cards because, like you see, I've put stickers all over them, so I'll have to get a new deck for that. But yeah, that's probably be quicker, really. I've done the wrong thing again. That's what I'm supposed to do. Probably might do another video. Cool. Didn't even know you had a channel. We'll have to go and check it out. Excellent. As long as I'm not banning more game, I'll end up face down in the swimming pool. Yeah. I think something came of that quite recently as well. They reopened the case. I'm not too sure, but they're keeping it up. They keep reopening it and closing it anyway, so nothing new there. Right. Let's go for... Right. So everyone... Yeah, we've got someone playing about here. Oh, I can see who it is now. Is he skiing? the skin his way in.
What's the matter with you? I got rainbows flying out of my butt. What's the matter? Didn't you want to let me on? Was it not trusted or something?
I think we've had a few trolls on. Or is it you?
No, not me. I'm fully protected. Look.
Yeah, so you don't get sunburned.
Yeah, that's right. I got my head nappy on.
Excellent.
So I'm not giving any COVIDs off now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Yeah, very good, man. Very good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh God, I gotta take this off now because I prefer to give off and share my COVIDs with everyone. You know.
It's friendly to share, though, isn't it? That's what people say.
Sharing is caring.
It is.
Yeah. I think that because I always believe that the more people that get it, the more we'll become immune. So have it. Ah, right. Ooh, yeah, baby. Bit of snuff. Wake me up.
Yeah. You're like me, Matt. Walking across that metal fencing stuff. No, metal catwalk stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like doing that. And I've got a video where I've got to do that soon.
But people don't know what you're talking about, though.
No. But I'm just saying, I'm a bit like you on that one.
Video that Will has seen that nobody else has seen.
Yeah. It's epic. So, yeah, you'd love it to see the video. So when it comes out, I think it'll be a hot one for you there, Matt. They're all hot for you, aren't they?
They're all hot for me.
Yeah, all your videos are quite good.
Oh, right, to see you mean.
Places to go to and stuff like that.
I thought you were saying you were hot for me then, but I didn't think you cared. No, I don't want to become like a John Barrowman, like pulling my privates out and sort of waving them around. Yeah. Although I have done that, but I don't want to. He does want to, so I don't want to be like that.
No. Try that one.
As long as it's not the Barrymore game, yeah. Barrymore is like a Squid Game, isn't it? Like everyone who comes in his house ends up dead.
What do you think of that place behind us? That's a picture I took the other day.
Oh, right. You were up high, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, tall buildings. I don't mind being inside them, but when I'm standing on the edge of them, I just like, you know, and I'm not even really that cool about being in them as well, because my friend lived like on the 23rd floor of somewhere in Chicago, and I was just like looking out, and it was just like, I was just like staring out at the elements and clouds going past and rain. And I was just the only thing that was going through my mind was like, this building is going to collapse. This building is going to collapse. This building is going to collapse. And I just could not stop myself thinking that the building was going to collapse, you know. And it's just like this recurring, paranoia. I couldn't really relax the whole time I was there. And then they took me up like the 92nd floor of the John Hancock Tower for food, and paid for a meal for me, like, you know, and took me up this tower, and I'm sitting next to the edge, and I'm just like, I can't even concentrate on what's on my plate. I'm just like, yeah. And I said, look, I want to go to the toilet. I went to the toilet. I was like, oh, hang on, I'm just not sure about this place at all. So I'm like, right, I'm going to go back out there. And I just said, look, I tell you what, can we swap places? You go by the thing, and I'm just going to try and eat my food like this, not looking out the window, because it was freaking me out. And I couldn't enjoy my food. I really just didn't, you know. Yeah. Heights. But then I'm a pilot. And then like sitting there hanging in the air in an aircraft, and I don't mind that. But like, I don't know what it is. I suppose I feel like somebody could terrorize that building at any moment. Like, they're not going to terrorize me on my plane, you know?
Yeah. Someone put a comment there, but can't find it. No, it's like a catwalk, like a wire mesh, and when you walk across the catwalk, you can see right down below you. And yeah, sometimes they are high up and over dodgy things. So yeah, when you can see through it, it's no good.
Yeah.
So like I say, I don't like heights myself because stuff like that. So I went to this place and sneaked into like a restaurant where you're not supposed to be unless you're booking. And I thought it was on the highest floor, but I found out since then it's not the highest floor there was. It's only halfway up. So I'll have to go back and see if we can get any higher. But when I got there, I went straight up to the window. Didn't really bother me, no, the height. But like I say, if the window weren't there, I wouldn't have walked up that quick or looked over that close, I don't think. Definitely not. But yeah.
Here we are. Look. If you want to see what we're on about, look, I'll show you. There we are. Look. Have you got it up?
Right. Down here.
Yeah. You ready?
That mesh stuff.
That stuff, right? And we're like about, I don't know, 200 foot in the air on an oil rig looking down. And it's just like, I can't walk across this stuff. It's just like, I'm having to walk on the joist bits because I just can't believe it's going to hold me up. I can't trust it.
Yeah. See it on the beam, walking across the beam part.
Yeah. Just like, no thanks. And it's Dan like, yeah, it's good fun. Yeah. I think everyone kind of crapped themselves that weekend. You know, it's basically
a lot of viewers was watching on Exploding Fighters channel and seeing what was going on, and quite a few got panicky. I was like a bit concerned as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
know if you mind me.
Made it look really dodgy.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll mind me saying. I guess he won't, but Carl was in pieces because he's had two members of his family have passed away in the last couple of weeks or week, you know. And then he saw us on the boat with no engine, like, you know, struggling in the water. And he sent me a message and he was very tearful. So I'm sorry, Carl, for upsetting you. He was very tearful. He was like, you know, I just don't want any more deaths. He said, you know, it was like, oh my God. So
just going through a bad time at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we were pretty safe. I mean, like that was nothing, you know, because the water was just absolutely calm. He should have seen what we were doing the next day, getting onto oil rig with like waves, you know. I haven't even got the footage because I wouldn't even dare take my hands off the controls to get a camera out because it was so sketchy. It was quite literally the worst conditions I've ever gone out in a boat and a small boat. And we were getting onto an oil rig and it was like, how are we going to get off this? We literally, like, people got on there. It was like the boat was getting smashed against the rig and it was like boosh, and then somebody had to jump off, and then the next person jumped off, then I had to jump off, you know, and it was like, so then I jump off and then the boat is like going boosh against the oil rig, and it's like, so we just waited for a high wave and it just went boosh, like I just pulled it on and just pulled the boat onto the oil rig because it was getting that crazy. And then we waited for the slack tide, because if anybody doesn't know, like between the tides coming in and going out, you have a slack tide at the top or the bottom, and it's only about 10-15 minutes you get, and it calms down. So we got back out then on that slack tide and it was fine, you know. It was like it calmed down just enough for us to get the boat in the water and get out of there. But what we maybe should have done is come in on a slack tide and left on a slack tide. But they are is it 6 or 12 hours apart? I can't remember now. So yeah.
Was it the same place you went or somewhere else?
Same place, but the thing is, because my boat engine blew up on day one. Hang on, I'll tell you, it's 2 a.m. and then 14, so it's 12. That's 12 hours. So it's every 12.
Turn your low resolution
That's up.
blurred photos into
Look,
high definition with
look.
the Remedy app.
I'm saying go away to an app, and it won't go away. Whoa! Bloody hell! You're like back button, go away, back button. No, and it's like no. So I just quit the app. Bastards! Every 12 hours, yeah. So yeah, the sea can be quite wild, and I really did say to people like I wouldn't be trying this if I were you, because we're lucky enough to sort of have a bit of experience with these things, and if anybody's never really tried this before, don't be learning like on bad condition days. You know, it's really not for playing around.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, they're all saying hello. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Aye.
So yeah, don't mess around with the sea, folks. It isn't very forgiving. Yeah.
Suppose, like you say, if it's every 12 hours, though, it gives you plenty of time to go around it and see what's what on it, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but even to wait 12 hours would mean you'd have to go on the oil rig in the morning, and then you'd have to like leave like later on in the day, because that way you'd have a window at each end. If you want to come there when it's bad but leave when the slack tide, that gives you a smaller compressed window, but you're always going to have one part of your journey is going to be shit.
Yeah. Plus, like, you have to take your own food and stuff as well, and getting up and traveling there as well, and getting the boat ready. It'll be a very, very long day, that, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah. Well known unknown is saying there's 6 hours between the high and low tide. So the whole cycle from low back to high back to low is 12 hours, but it's 6 hours up and 6 hours down, and 6 hours up and 6 hours down. That's the way the tides work. But the important thing to remember is that you need to be at the top and the bottom of it. So you need to be every 12 hours. So when the sea goes out, and you've got to wait 12 hours for it to go back to the other point where it's slack again. It says, it looks like a wave on the map. I'll show you what I use an app. Hang on, I'll show you now. Tides. It's quite a good app. It's not. No,
green screen,
green screen. Yeah, but you can see there the tides. But what you need to do is, when the tide is at the lowest or the tide is at the highest, at that point is when you got to get on the boat and get the hell out of there really quick, because these points where the sea is going out and then it starts to come back in, it's the coming in creates these huge swells, the huge lift your boat in the air and then drop your boat back down. Those big swells. A lot of that comes with the outgoing or the incoming of the tide. And if you wait for that that moment when it's not incoming or outgoing anymore, it's like neither in or out, then the swell comes down and you've got a little window. I seem to remember hearing stories years ago about like people who used to like have coracles, like Welsh, like just like a tub basically, and they would get on the water and they would like row themselves out to islands and things like that where monks were, and they always used to wait for that magic period when the tide was calm, and they have to rip it, because the currents will just stop you. They'll just either drag you out or they'll stop you getting out, So you've got to wait for that magic moment between those points, and then you're good to go. But it doesn't last very long. That's the trouble. That point. I'm not sure how long it lasts, but it's not long. Because I remember being in Portsmouth, and I could see the sea was going one way, and then like it would calm down. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like 10, 15 minutes later, it was going the other way. Doesn't hang around that point, but it's a little sweet spot. If you need to quickly get the engine on and rip it, that's your sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppose you want it as sweet as you can, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Steve Ronin, I mean, this guy's traveled the world and he's gone to some pretty, crazy places. And he said, I think this is the most dangerous thing I've ever done. It's like, yes, we have firmly implanted ourselves in Steve's memory now. He'll never forget it. It was pretty mental.
Yeah, it looks quite mad.
Yeah, you haven't seen the waves, Steve's footage of the waves going up on the oil rig when we were on it. It was like, oh, this shit.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
And what are they doing to that? Were they refurbishing it or?
No, I think they're going to demolish them. They take them one at a time to a yard and they demolish them bit by bit. Because they made all those oil rigs were made around the corner, apparently, in a place called Nig. And that's not me being racist, right? It's a place called Nig.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Suppose you've got to make them somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think they may go back to where they got made to get demolished, dismantled as well.
We seen one down at the fort, didn't we? Green Fort.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon that was made there as well?
It could have been, yeah. I mean, they're made all over the globe. I mean, I just watched a documentary this evening about it, looking into more facts and figures about oil rigs before I do my edit, because I wanted to put some good stuff in there. And they were saying one of the biggest ones in the world was made in, I think it was Korea, and then got sort of towed to the Gulf of Mexico. One of the biggest oil rigs ever made. So,
bleeding hell, that mustn't be a big one then.
Yeah. And they tow them, or they got a ship that submerges, and they then move the oil rig over the center of the ship, and the ship then re sort of floats and lifts the oil rig out of the water, and then they take that along, and then they drop it where they need it. So
yeah, Steve said he watched that one as well.
Yeah, it was quite something, and they rushed the finishing it off so they could beat a hurricane by 48 hours, get it out into the sea and sort of just keep moving ahead of the hurricane that was coming. It was a super tornado or something, a super hurricane. Super typhoon, that's right, super typhoon.
Super typhoon.
It was, do you know what is the difference between, what's the difference between a typhoon and a hurricane?
One goes left, one goes right.
I don't know.
One spins anti-clockwise, one spins clockwise. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I got a feeling typhoons are at sea.
Water, yeah.
Yeah, and so what is it? I'm just going to check it now. Typhoon, right? It's a mature tropical cyclone that develops in the northern hemisphere, right? And developed in northern hemisphere. Okay. So how is a hurricane different from a typhoon? The only difference between a hurricane is the location where the storm occurs. In the North Atlantic, North Pacific, and Eastern North Pacific, the term hurricane is used. The same disturbance in the Northwest Pacific is called a typhoon. Right.
Well, I was nearly right. One's left, one's right.
Well, yes, in location, yeah. I don't know about the way they go, because I'm looking at all the ones I'm looking at look like they spiral in anti-clockwise into the center. So, but I got a feeling that would change depending on whether it's in the northern hemisphere or southern. But I don't know. I'm going to check that out now. Typhoon direction. Typhoon rotation direction. Because of the Coriolis effect, It's the same as with the water going down a plug hole. When they're in the in the northern hemisphere, they spin counterclockwise, but when they're south of the equator, in the southern hemisphere, they spin clockwise. Anyway, we won't bore any people with those boring facts anymore. But
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the difference between the two.
yeah, Dazzy says that they get a lot of oil rigs coming into Belfast to get refurbed or built, and they see the boots. Yeah, so I became Canadian. Then they see the boots coming in with them all the time. Sorry, yeah. I do think they really did need to sort of like demolish that one that we were on, because you could see the rust like all over it. You know, pipes were rusting and all sorts of things were rusting. So how they could justify, you know, keeping a thing that is starting to rust that badly, you know, probably not a safe thing.
Yeah.
Daniel, look.
Not as bad as the thing, you know. Was it? The sands.
It was. Oh well, no, that's not as bad as the rust on that. That's halfway gone. That thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I said Daniel Ulloch wasn't one of the guys at Screamfest I met. I met so many people. I'm kind of confused now who I met.
Yeah, it's a good night, that. That's what I've seen on people's live streams and videos and stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite busy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Hello, Jackie. Yeah, I saw Jackie there at Screamfest. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie was there. Loads that there. Finger turned up there as well. Went there. Alex. Liam went there.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. There were loads of people. Chloe, somebody called Chloe. There were a few people, and I like Dragon something, and I'm like, geez, am I going to remember all these names now? Shit. You got a UFO flying above the city over there. Look, it's a square. It's like a Borg cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's avoiding you. Look, it became transparent when you tried to attack it with your finger. It went in full defense mode and became transparent. Hello, Richard. All I know was I forgot to take a spare set of camo trousers, so I wore the same things the whole time. And by the end of it, I was buzzing, and my trainers started buzzing. So like this weekend with Steve and Dan and all that, I was like, oh god, I was like, I can smell me, so I bet they can smell me. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of them ones. Yeah, I hate my feet getting wet because about an hour or two afterwards, you don't have pong.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all a bit, covered in oil. Somebody managed to kick the fuel pipe, and it disconnected from something, so it filled the boat. Half the boat was full up of petrol. So it was like we were all sitting and swimming in petrol whilst we were rowing back, which was interesting. So yeah, it was good fun.
And how far you have to walk once you hit land? Was it quite far?
It was about a mile. So Dan gave me a lift back to my car. I got my car, and then dismantled the boat on the beach. So yeah.
Got Norfolk in as well.
Hello, Explore Norfolk. Yeah. I mean, it was hard to know how long it was going to take to sort of row back. So you just keep doing it and just keep on. So me and Dan swapped, but I mean, 2.5 hours. Oh, that's 2.5 hours. I'm never going to get back.
Is that how long it took to get from there to there? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And you look at it, when you see the oil rig standing from the shore, you think like, oh yeah, it's a way out, but it's not that bad. I think it was is it feet or kilometers? I think it was 7,000 feet away, because that's why I flew the drone over it. I think it was 7,000 feet away, and that works out to be about 3,000 meters, so 3 kilometers. So I'm not good with kilometers to miles. So 3 kilometers in miles. Yeah,
About 1 and nearly 2 miles.
1.8. Yeah. So if I say 3,000 feet in miles, what would that be? Oh no, sorry, 7,000 feet. 1.32. So I think it's probably like 1.32 miles we rode, and it took us 2.5 hours.
Yeah, bleeding hell. Because
Yeah.
when I seen the video, it did look far, like you say, but it didn't look too far. And
Yeah.
even you said if you had your other boat, you could have got there in a matter of minutes as well.
Yeah. So we were doing 0.5 mile an hour rowing against the current, which was like pushing us off 0.5 mile an hour.
And you walk a lot faster now, don't you? You walk about 2 or 3 miles an hour.
Yeah. So, but we did it. That's the main thing. And Steve, because he wanted to go desperately, because he'd seen that we had this like really nice day and it was successful. I wish we could have got him out there on day 1, because I did not like how severe it was on day 2. But what he did then is he said, "Oh, look, I really want to go. I'll buy a boat engine." And I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." So he bought a boat engine, cost like 390 quid, paid for a boat engine, and he just gave it to me because, of course, he's not going to take it back in his luggage. So he just said, "Here you go, boat engine." I'm like, okay. So I went and sourced it out and picked up this boat engine. It's only a 2.5 horsepower, but it got us over there in like 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
So
it does make a lot of difference then, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, it was doing 4 miles an hour. It was doing, so it was like walking speed. So yeah, it was quite a good little engine, really. So yeah, it's so light. I'm probably, when I go on the other boat, I'm just going to put it on the boat with me as a spare, just in case if the main one dies. It's like then you've got a little put to get you home.
What was the idea, to go back and pick him up the same day, but the engine went kaput?
Yeah, well, when we were on our way over there, I dropped Dan off and I tried to restart the engine to get away from it to come pick up Steve and Dave, Abandoned World Explorer. So I went. So I sort of like I pushed away from the oil rig, and then I was like trying to start it. It wouldn't start. I was using this, like easy start spray. It wouldn't start. So I was like, I drifted then. I was like drifting away from the oil rig, and it's like, so I'm drifting. So I drifted for about 5 minutes, okay? And in that 5 minutes, when I decided, right, that's it, the engine's knackered, right? It took me 40 minutes to row back from a 5-minute drift.
How far away was you from the rig at that time?
Not far, but because the current was pushing me away, you're doing all this work, but you're not really getting any, distance. So it drifted me away 5 minutes, and like really giving it some like proper rowing, not like the rowing you saw us do when we were live, because we were going slow then. We were just doing it slow, because we want to knacker ourselves. But I was like, wah, 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 giving it that for 40 minutes to get back. So it just shows you what the currents can do and what the currents are like. And people who think that they're going to swim back,
With rowing though as well, each time you row, half of the power is out of the water as well. Each stroke, half stroke, you've got to mean the full revolution. So you're missing momentum there, where with the propeller. It's all under the water, pushing all at once.
Yeah, it's sorry. Still recovering from. I had a whole day off yesterday. I was just like completely knackered. So yeah. Was it? I'm just trying to think now. It was Monday I came back. It's only Tuesday now. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I had a good sleep in this morning. Yeah.
Oh, I've got new tyres for my car. Got all new tyres for it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for people who don't know, I had a blowout yesterday, and on my car as I was driving down the road, so that was no good.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with my tyres, so I
Say
thought I might
some
change them
people
all.
pay for that sort of experience.
Lucky enough, I was doing the speed limit 20 miles an hour, so didn't really do much. It just went bang, bounced the car about, and that was it. Just felt like
Yeah,
a
you
little
mean
bang.
our new stupid, like, stupid retarded speed limit of 20 miles an hour, like, it's like if we accept this, what next? 10 miles an hour? Your new speed limit? Yeah. I think we should say no. Like with Brexit, it's like, nah, sorry. No. We're not having you put in 20-mile-an-hour speed limits all over the bloody place. Piss off.
Yeah.
Hello, Barry.
I think they've done that in a reason, like if they want to pull you over, you're speeding in 20 mile an hour zone, we'll pull him. You know what I mean? Because I don't think really no one goes 20 miles an hour. Nah, but I do sometimes when I'm driving certain vehicles. You got a speed limiter, and you got to because they're watching you. You know what I mean? It's got a tracker on it as well.
Well, it's 20 miles an hour through our village here, and since they've put the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit up, everyone still drives at 30 and 40 straight because they're like, no, not doing that. And like, you still get like boy racers speeding down, you're doing like 60, through the village, and it's like, and you could hear them like, and it's like people vote with their actions, and they're just like saying no thank you government. But yeah, they'll start putting speed cameras in the end, all over the place. They probably have them on every street corner, you know what I mean? Like, like they've got light lamp posts, they'll probably have those. They won't put speed signs up, they'll put speed guns up everywhere.
Yeah, it'll be like them average speed cameras down the motorways. They've actually got the average speed cameras on a road called Victoria Avenue in Blakely, in Manchester.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, John Doe says next we'll have men walking in front of the cars with a red flag and a whistle. Yeah.
Tell you what I'd like to do though is get two identical cars and drive through speed camera, like you say, the average speed camera, a mile away from each other within like 10 seconds. So you get like a speeding ticket for like 300 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Not something like that, yeah. Come through your door. It's crazy.
Or find people who've got the same car in different parts of the country, and you all drive through speed cameras at like an infeasible time that you could have got from there to there to there. You just go, well, it can't be me because, like, you're sending me all these tickets, but how could I be in London at the same time as I was in Manchester and Birmingham? I mean,
Yeah. I did see something on TV about a ticket, someone getting a ticket because they didn't pay to go in the lane or something. But apparently they had a private number plate on the vehicle they were driving. But they weren't driving because it said something on someone's T-shirt, and the AMPI camera picked up the T-shirt message, and it was literally the same as the registration.
Oh shit!
And when they looked at the picture, they realised what was going on. Yeah, so they dropped that one against the person. I think that was on TV today. I think it was a TV program this morning. for them chapter shows. But it was quite funny, I thought.
I know a lot of people are putting on weird stuff now on their number plates, you know, like to darken them out and make them invisible to cameras and things, you know. And yeah, I got to be honest, I'm considering doing something like that myself, because apparently the law states that you have to have certain lettering, and it has to be a certain size and a certain format, and it has to be on yellow, yeah, and it has to be reflective and yellow. But they don't tell you how bright the yellow has to be.
No.
You know, so you could be reflective, yellow, but like very dark and hard to see. You know, there's nothing to say how bright the yellow has to be. And, you know, yeah. I think
We were
people are
doing
just
that back in the 90s as well, buying airspray and spraying it over the number plates and stuff like that. Yeah. But we started it up again now. Yeah, hiding your plates and stuff.
Yeah.
But like you saying, I was thinking the same thing. If it's bright behind, it won't be able to pick up the numbers, will it? If it's with the contrast.
Well, the thing is, as well, it's like I was thinking you can get this stuff which allows you to see. I did have some of it sitting around here. If you pull apart a monitor, it's really weird stuff. Yeah, if you pull apart a monitor, it's got these different layers of plastic, and one of them is so bizarre. If you put it up against something, you can't see what it was, but when you pull it away, you can see through it, and it literally bends. But if you flip it around the other way, you can see through it. It's almost like a mirror glass, but it's like it bends the light. But if you tilt it sideways, you can see. So if you have it round one way, if you're looking straight at it, you can see it. But if you go up slightly, it becomes transparent. No, you can't see anything. It becomes like a mirror. Yeah. Now, I've never read anything in the highway, you know, like in the law books to say that there's anything. It has to be your number plates have to be visible. So somebody standing behind the car has to be able to see them. Fine. I don't mind somebody standing behind my car seeing them. But if they raise in the air, well, what person flies? Yeah. And it doesn't say anything about your number plate has to be visible from up here. It just says it has to be visible. Yeah. So, like, well, to a human being, that's visible. I'm not interested in cameras. So if I put this stuff on there so that when you raise up, you can't see it. I'll say, well, that's within the law. I just don't want my number plate being seen from up there because I never agreed to any of this bullshit, you know. So I'm not interested in it.
Yeah. They always bring out bits to the law, just add little extra bits, don't they, to make it how they want it. Hello, Mr. John.
Mr. John, hello. Sorry, I was halfway through saying, yeah, sorry, I was halfway through that then, so I didn't stop. Yeah.
No, that's fine. I was listening. I wasn't going to interject. That's a long word for this time of day, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Interject me.
Go
on. Yeah.
Hey, John, I see that you've got one of them new aerials in your background there for your TV reception.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. It's called a special, I don't know what it's called. Yeah. A chair.
Is that B Sky B aerial, is it? Old school.
And it's just two chairs.
Oh, it's for the 2-chair satellite system. Where all the best porn can be found. 2 chairs.
That's right.
Yeah. 2 chairs, one doorway. That's it.
It's that channel that supports people, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 chairs, one doorway.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll be back in a sec. I've just got to go to a place that we would never suggest where I'm going to go to and what I'm going to do because it would be just terrible. Right. As soon as that.
No worries.
Hey, Keith, we're all right.
Yeah, not too bad. How was yourself?
Good. Yeah, feeling better.
Yeah. Last time you was rotten, weren't you?
Mate, I still am a little bit. The cough's still there, but feeling better now.
You sound a
When
bit
I'm
off.
away. Yeah, it's sort of lifted. It's still down here in my throat, but that'll go. Be all right. It's just been a nightmare. Oh, yeah, it's just been really rough on the throat, and just makes you feel like shit. And I know other people have had it in here. So
Yeah, have you been out anywhere doing anything or?
no, I'm waiting until I feel better. I mean, I've been at work mostly. I'm going away this weekend, so I very much doubt I'll be able to do anything like that. And then after that, it's time to start looking around and going out somewhere.
Yeah.
So I've still got to put a video. I've got 1 or 2 videos to put out. I just haven't done it. I just haven't felt like doing anything. I've gone to work because like it wasn't bad. You know, like when you get ill, but it's not bad enough to stay at home.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just like, yeah. But get home and just like crash and watch a bit of YouTube.
That's it. I've noticed when I start watching YouTube though, it's like late hours before I'm going to bed and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's something. What was it?
Massive bang.
Or bang?
And I don't mean a firework. That was massive. That was like over that direction. Oh, dearie me. I think I'll stay in here for now.
You've not left your cooker on, have you?
No, the house is still there. There's no flames.
Yeah. Last week when we was doing a live stream, there was a flat on fire in London.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, I take it wasn't too bad because after I got off the show, we couldn't hear nothing on the news at all about it.
No, they sort of like didn't put much. It was just like people's cameras, phones, and that was it. I looked for footage on that because it was right blazing, but they didn't say much about it.
No. It was on the top floor as well, but if it had cladding on it, could have spread down quite easy.
Yeah. Oh, we have a visitor. They can't see you. Why is that? Oh, there she is. Look,
Oh, there she is.
Looks like she's beaming in.
There's
Losing
like
the signal, Captain. Quick, boost it. No, I'm sorry. She died in a transporter accident.
oh dear, that's not good.
Yeah. Oh.
A blob on the floor.
Yeah. This is all that was left. What did they say in that movie where Scotty, he goes, Bones, did you get them? And he goes, yes, we got them, Captain, but they're not alive. So I don't know. Yeah, we got them, Captain, but thankfully they didn't stay alive very long.
Thankfully they didn't stay alive very long.
Oh, not good. I ain't got nothing. Yeah, she's like, right, I go now. She's like, have you got anything? No, I go now then. All right. Yeah. So
I'm going to nip off as well. I'll be back in a minute or two.
Yeah, we're all getting old. Need to pee every couple of minutes.
I'll wait till Will comes back, and then I've got to do the same. Believe it or not.
Take turns, why not?
Yeah.
Well, I found myself ducking last couple of days because I've been exerting myself with these stents in. My pee has been coming out a little bit red, shall we say? Claret.
Is that because of your op?
Yeah, because I got two stents. Well, these stents, cause problems, and just irritations, and then your body reacts by producing, blood to kind of take care of it, sort of thing, and so I found myself having to like duck into the cubicle rather than peeing out in the open bits in toilets, because I'm thinking, well, I don't have a problem with it, but the person who's standing next to me, if they see like red, they're going to be like, what? like standing there, like watching you peeing out red. They're going to be like, "Oh my god!" So I like having to go in and pee now in the close the cubicle door and pee in there. Yeah.
I've been more worried
Yeah.
about why they're looking at you having a slash.
Yeah.
Oh, you're peeing red. Yeah. Why are you looking at me bell end?
Yeah. No, well, I mean, you do sometimes sort of notice if somebody started next to you without actually
Yeah.
like looking so far sideways that you're actually looking at the size of their knob. But you can tell that they've started peeing, and it's
Yeah.
a sort of. Do you get this? Like, if you go to the toilet, if you go, this is a thing. We'll sort of like start a new topic of conversation.
Here comes the unwritten rule, doesn't it? Here we go. Go on.
Here we go. When you go into the toilet, you want to. It's like a man thing. You want to start peeing straight away. And like sometimes, especially when I had the kidney stones, it's like it would just take a while for like things to start up, and it would be like I'd be standing there, I'd be like, come on. And I'm thinking like they're all thinking I can't piss because they're watching me or something like that. Thoughts going through their head, and and I'm thinking, well, it's not that. It's just I can't, I can't physically pee because I'm blocked up, And of course now, because I've been like fully open with these stents, like I'm running to the toilet, just like straight out. It's like it's almost immediate, but. There have been many times in the past when I've gone to the toilet and I'm just standing there like, oh, come on, why not? So is this a thought that goes through people's heads if you can't pee straight away, or is it not a problem that people have?
Well, yeah, I've never really thought of it, but yeah, sometimes you go for a piss that you're busting, and then you wait and you're like, well, come on then.
Where is it?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I think it's happened to us all.
Yeah, and
See, this is
also,
something that women never get.
As well. Sorry, Matt. Carry on, mate. I'm going for a boys' room. It's all right. I'll go.
John's turn.
On. All this talk of urination. Yeah, but it's like. Do women get that? I don't know. Do women get that when they go to the toilet? They're going, why would it go? And it's like, or is it something that women don't get?
I can't answer that one, Matt, for you.
Yeah, because they don't have to. They don't sit in communal pee circles, do they? Like, with a load of toilets all facing each other, like, having a chat, or cubicles ain't open, are they? And that's something that you don't really. Sometimes you do crack a joke with a person next to you, like when you're having a pee, you say something and like it's a bit of a joke, but like women maybe don't do that so much because they're like segregated and you don't know who's next to you and you don't know what you can and can't say because you don't know who's in the next cubicle. So do you say anything? I mean, apart from like there's no paper here and they might hand you some paper under the thing, but apart from that, I don't think women. There's not this communal conversational thing going on with women when they're sitting down unless they know who's in the cubicle next door. I mean, but it is the thing with blokes, isn't it? It's like, sometimes you do say something to the person next door, when you're having a pee.
Normally, so sorry for splashing you, mate.
Yeah. Or you rip a fart and everyone laughs or something like that,
And there's always that, like, obviously you're standing there and you sort of look down and you always tend to sort of look up and you don't want to look across and go, all right. You're just standing there having this, and you look at the wall. You look at the wall. There's a picture there. You start reading it until the other person goes, and you're like, they're gone now. I finished. That's all right then. But you don't want to talk to them, do you? Unless they start the conversation. I'm not really going to, all right, mate, having a good slash. Doesn't happen for me.
Yeah.
I went to one the other day, and in the urinals itself, they had like a little net, like a goalpost with a bit of string and a ball for you to aim at, basically. I've never seen that. Never seen that before.
Oh, there's nothing like having a piss in the open and seeing how far you can get the stream. You know, like in Ghostbusters, just don't cross the streams, but it's fine. I do love that. Get a bit of power up, so you can get to the other side of the river.
I always remember at school, we always used to see who could piss the highest up the wall, like, you know, not into the toilet, like the
I
urinal,
still do that.
like, straight up the wall, like, you know.
I think we all had competitions doing that back in the school.
Yeah, great fun.
See if you can like piss a smiley face or something. You sort of like that. Go, yeah, let's go. Ooh, put the eyes in. See if we can stop the flow and start it again.
Yeah, I'm a bit. I don't know if you call it like anally retentive or something like that. I think that the term is like I don't like to go into a toilet. I mean, unless I'm absolutely like I can't help myself, and just like sitting down and then just going like, you know, just like letting it all go. I like try to do like quiet, you know, and sort of like if I think it's going to come out a bit loud. I'm sometimes like, I don't really want to do no. I don't want to make noises. I don't want to make noises. So I'll wait until somebody goes and does the hand dryer, and then I'm listening, like to see if anybody walking in. Like you can hear footsteps, like somebody walking in quietly. But I'm listening, and then I go a bit quiet. And I'm like, get out of here, you know. It's like sometimes it just depends. It's not every time. Sometimes I'm psychologically capable of thinking, just do it. They don't know who you are. It doesn't make any difference. Just do it. And it's like, but other days I'm a bit more fragile, and I'm a bit like, I don't want to make noise. I don't want to make noises. And it's like I find myself having to wait, like, you know. So maybe I am a bit, you know, stage fright, as somebody said earlier on. Yeah.
I don't know what it is with me, but each time I come home to my door, at the front door, I start needing to go to the toilet.
It's like your body times it, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's not like saying you need to go in a minute. It's like you need to go now. Open the door as fast as you can. One of them ones.
Yeah. Oh, my right now at the moment, like, you know, if I feel like I gotta go, I'd be pulling over the car and going by the side of the road because it's like I can't wait. I just can't wait. It's like there's a lot of pain involved if I hang on. So I'm sort of like doing that, but it's like normally your body can kind of wait until you get near the toilet, and then it's like, and then it goes right now you can feel things starting to happen, you know.
Yeah.
But right now, I've been finding it was like, right, there's no cars, there's a lay-by, right, and as I'm getting out, I'm sort of like just about to get my hand and pull things out, and it's like, oh, it's gonna start, and I'm like, fucking get it out, because it's like it wants to start on its own. It's like the flow is just, it's got a mind of its own right now, so I've got to be really careful. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a concert and needed a piss, right? And you're like, I went to was it Live Aid 2 when it was in Hyde Park?
Mm-hmm.
We were quite close to the front. There was no way we could get anywhere without getting, you know, and get back again. So it's like, you know, see, I would sort of, what are we going to do? Piss in a bottle. Couldn't do anything else. And you know, like you get the sort of fairly tall bottles, not the massive ones, just the little ones you get. I was busting, and there's like there's a group of us in the end, people we've met, you know, my mate and a few others. And I went, I'm busting for a piss. I went, well, we've got a bottle here with you, you know, you can use it. Like, all right. So I don't know if you ever had to do it. So there I am, got the bottle. I filled it up. I needed another one. I was busted. So I filled one up, put it on the ground, got another one, sorted that one out. Anyway, put it on the ground because there's nowhere else to put it. You're not going to put it in your backpack, are you? And you know these like big, like the gloves you've probably seen the big sponge gloves you get in like these concerts where people use them with their hands, right? Well, we had a pair, and we're like, oh, what we're going to do? The piss is there. Right? Oh, I don't really want to put the gloves on top of it, and like the crowd naturally moves, doesn't it? You know, as you go, the crowd naturally moves, and as the evening went on with the crowd, we sort of moved a little bit, and there's some women. And if you're in the chat, I'm really sorry, but you don't care really. But they were jumping up and down, and these bottles of piss were under these these like hands, and at one point they jumped it, and it just went everywhere.
Oh dear.
Oh, it was really funny, but I'm sort of thinking, standing sort of quite a distance away, going, "Oh my god, if they jump wrong, it's going to go everywhere."
Just a matter of
Yeah.
time.
Mate, that was demonetised now. No, but sometimes you can't help it, can you? You know, you can't go nowhere, and you're busted. And Matt, I feel for you because you can't hold it. You know.
Well, I've done it in an aircraft once because I've landed my microlight in a field a couple of times, and it started pissing me off, like, because it's like I'm flying along and I'm like, I'm really busting for a piss, and you're trying to hold it, and it's like, do you know what? I'm just thinking, let's find a nice, like, open grassy field that looks really, really like nice, and it's out of the way, and I'll just put the aircraft down and I'll just go and have a piss, and I'll just feel a lot better then. So I'm looking for a field where there's nobody about. It's like middle of nowhere. It's like, that looks like a really good field. It's nobody's about, and I land it, and I get out, and I'm having a pee, and then fucking somebody comes out of like a bush. Every time it happened to me about 3 times. Somebody like fucking literally like comes out of a fucking bush, and they're like, "Oh, hello, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah," and you're like putting it away, and it's like, "Yeah, no, it's just a bit of rough running. I'm just going to tweak the." I should have just said I'm having a piss. I should have just said I'm having a piss, but I like bluffed it off, and I'm like, and then they were like, "Oh, okay." Then I said, "Yeah, no, it'll be a couple of minutes, and I just gotta let it cool down, and then they're fucking off, and I'm like, quickly carry on." But it's like I just come to this opinion. It doesn't matter where you are in the United Kingdom, right? If you land an aircraft, right, there's somebody who's going to be hiding, and they will just come out and be like, all right. You know, you can't land anywhere in the United Kingdom without somebody being there.
Yeah, it's because they don't see a plane that often coming down near them or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what are they doing? Are they like hiding in the bushes, waiting for some sort of like weird, like perverted sort of sex experience will eventually happen in front of them, where they've got the binoculars, or what the hell are they doing? Like, you know?
I think that's anywhere. Even if you're driving along like the dual carriageway or motorway and you need a piss, and you stop and you go down the embankment, you go for a week, guaranteed someone's there. Either doing the same thing or go, all right, just out for a walk. You all right? Everything good? Oh, I'm having a piss. Fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't turn your back because there'll be somebody walking up behind you. Yeah, so I know that one.
Yeah, that's there. Excellent. I see you.
Yeah, but it's a funny old game, isn't it? You know, bodily functions.
Yeah, we always tend to get back onto that, don't we?
Wow. It's a good subject, really. I suppose we all empathise with each other on certain levels. Yeah, but I did do it into a bottle once, but I was just long flights. I mean, I think people, aircraft pilots, it's probably one of the unwritten things that they do. You know, it's like it's quite often used.
I don't know if you in a microlight, what you said. Couldn't you get like a funnel and a hose pipe and just
some people talk about using things like that. You know, like you get a thing that rolls over your hello, you know, and it's a bit like space. That's what he's using in spacesuits, because people, believe it or not, spacesuits, they had to actually take a shit in a spacesuit, pee and shit in a spacesuit, because of the amount of time they would be expected to be operating them, and they would try and they knew they were going to do a spacewalk. They would try and not eat, but you know, it's inevitable accidents are going to happen. So this is why they designed the spacesuit. So you put a nappy on, you put like a one of these newer type nappies, you know, like the ones that they give kids, but an adult version. You put one of those on, adult nappy, and they used to put a thing over the penis and sort of roll it up. I don't know how they would do it for women, they'd probably just like go wee into the nappy. But like, yeah, I have heard that the aroma is not brilliant when it starts going through your spacesuit. It's supposed to be held down, but because you've got like something here which will kind of prevent the air from going down there, but it's still it's going to get through, so it's not ideal.
Yeah, some of the wind that I let off, bleeding hell, knocked me out. Never mind other people.
Mate, I'll make some bad farts. You were saying about in space, man, like isn't it something like on the space station? It's all recycled, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the fluids and everything are all recycled. That's a bit weird, really, but it works.
Yeah. I mean, they've got like vacuums in the ones on the space station, so that if you urinate, it doesn't just like float back out. It has to actually be constant, sort of like vacuum sucking it down. Yeah,
it's a right pain they had, don't they? Designing toilets in ways that we can use the toilet in space.
I'm sorry, I was just reading the chat. It's got subversive something like for women, they have like a funnel things. Now, I know that's true because I was at a concert and like open air concert, went and have a piss at the side of a hedge or somewhere, and some woman was standing there having a wee, and I'm like, what the hell? She wasn't squatting. She had like it looks like a little slide.
A shiwi,
yeah.
I've
never, until that day, I never ever knew that. It was like, oh, how old was I when I discovered that?
Can you get different sizes shiwis? Does the size matter on a shiwi? Or not?
I don't know. Never asked.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, with using a shiwi, is it like, well, afterwards, what are you going to do? Just put it back in your handbag? Well, it's going to be wet, so you're going to have to like dry it off. So you've got to carry tissue paper with you to dry it, and then where do you put that? So it's like, have you got to have a sealable bag to put your stuff in your bag with all this other stuff? It's like it's not as straightforward as just having the shiwi. Although I think they were talking about some of them were meant to be made out of cardboard, so you could just throw them away afterwards. But depends.
Just go to the side of the road and squat. That's what I say. You got to go, ain't you?
Get a catheter implanted.
I've just thought I was parked up in a lay-by once after we were doing a removals, and this big white limo turned up, parked into the lay-by. I thought, all right. 5 women got out, all squatted at the side of the road, and then they got back in afterwards. I'm like, what? What's going on?
Bloody hell!
I know.
You'd have thought they'd have had a toilet in the limo, and a little shower curtain or something.
Oh, mate, it was comical because the way it like pulled up really sharpish, and then all of a sudden they just all piled out of one door, did what they had to do at the side of the road, and they all piled back in again, and it just drove off.
Yeah,
that reminds me of a scene on the Carry On Camping where they got off to the campsite by bus, or was it Carry On Holiday where they pull up for a, like you say, pee break, or everyone just runs off in behind one tree and then comes back on.
Oh yeah. I love those Carry On films.
Do you remember in London where I had my electric motor? We went into those catacombs, right? I was sitting there with the boat on the car behind me, and I'm sitting there using my phone, so it's lighting up my face. And this woman walks along the side of the car. All right, pulls her skirt up, like all right, sits down, and I can see the piss stream. It's that close to me, and I'm just like, no shame, you know what I mean? And then sort of like puts some dress down and walks off. I told everybody about that when we were there. I said, yeah, a woman just right there now, just took a piss right in front of me. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about females weeing. I can't stand that noise. I know it's normal. I know it's natural. I just don't like it. And I don't know if anybody else is people are married and they have their partners. What I can't have anybody in the same area when I'm having a piss, or if they go in and they go, I had the door open. I'm like, please shut that. I don't want to hear it or see it. That's just me. But some people don't care. Oh, it's fine.
I have a nickname for peeing with my dog. I say, like, do you want to go out for a whoosh? That's what I say, a whoosh, because it comes out like a bloody whoosh. You know, it's like whoosh. Yeah.
Oh,
How can that absorb the big turd?
I'm talking about
I don't know
that
what you're on
NASA
about.
mag.
Oh, the mag. Yeah, it can't really absorb the poo. It's not going to like. It's not like a hand is going to come out of the diaper and sort of like take it away, and you know, it is literally going to be like.
Here we are. Here's the poo.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, would you like a bit of tissue?
tell you what,
Yeah.
they must suffer from nappy rash quite a lot then, don't you reckon? Astronauts.
Oh, can you imagine it? Like taking a spacesuit off and having a load of shit like smeared all over your ass, and like you're an astronaut, and it's like, really, this is the technology we've got. We're in space, and here I am with cleaning off shit off my bum, you know,
In
like
space,
all
don't
over
they?
my ass.
There's people who
Yeah.
go out and look for spacesuits and buy actual spacesuits, don't they? That's been worn. Imagine what they smell like. You know what I mean? They
Well,
smell rotten, them.
they might have been. They probably have to disinfect those spacesuits all the time. Yeah. But I suppose it's the same for like fighter pilots and things like that, you know, because they can't move around, you know. So
No. And it's not like they can pull up in a field like you in your little micro light or something. You got
yeah,
a big jet engine anyway. Fighter jet.
yeah. I mean, I think aircraft like Hercules, you know, like military aircraft, they've got like a chemical toilet on them, but it's just like quite basic. You know, it is pretty basic. But yeah, there's things like what was that thing they flew over to? The Vulcan bomber, you know, that's not all that big, you know. So I don't imagine they've got like proper toilet facilities on there. But they flew that thing all the way from the UK to Argentina, refueling it on the way to get it there, and it didn't stop flying. Now you can imagine, like, you know, you are going to need to go to the toilet,
Yeah,
and
you
it's not
would.
like, yeah,
Especially if you're coming all the way back, flying it back as well. That distance.
yeah. U-2 pilots, you know, like the spy aircraft, you know, they're up there for massive extended periods of time, you know, and yeah, the SR-71 Blackbird, you know, they were expected to fly long periods of time to go and get sort of like long distance reconnaissance photos, and yeah, they would be wearing spacesuits, so they would have probably had to wear nappies as well.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine, like, you know, I'm doing really important work here for my government, and it's like, but I'm sitting in the most secret aircraft ever invented, and all I can feel against my arse is like hot liquid shit rubbing around, giving me a rash.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you know, I didn't think I was going to be like this, you know, like being a super secret sort of aircraft pilot. I was going to have to like sit in my own shit.
Suppose, like you say, airplane pilots like that, them type of pilots, when they know they're going out on a mission, bet you they don't eat certain foods, like you say, certain diets and stuff they stick to.
Yeah. Yeah. Eat as little as possible so it doesn't move through you, and certain types of foods probably, yeah.
It's quite interesting if you think about it, really. I mean, I never really thought about aircraft pilots needing a piss, but obviously they would.
Well, it's not so bad for like big aircraft because they've got proper toilets, you know.
No, I'm talking
But-
about like a, you know, like a stealth bomber or, you know, something going across, you know.
Yeah, long sort of flights. Yeah.
What about little private jets? Will they have a toilet on? The little ones?
They might do actually, private jets. Yes.
It
You
just
know, if
depends
they're
how they
really
get down.
small, possibly not. But yeah, hang on, I'll be back in a sec. Hang on.
Yeah, they'll be back.
I'd be back.
Hot air balloon as well. That'll be another one, won't it?
Ah, shit over the side. just hang your ass out over the side. Bombs away. Just, you know, oh, Mary's down the bottom going, oh, look, there's a hot air, but oh, gosh, shit in my eye.
That was a piece of good news. I've just been given the court date for you know who.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Are you turning up then? You
I'll have to.
The witness.
Yeah. I'll have to. Yeah.
Good.
That's going to be fun because Arthur Swindon's going to be there as well. So, will that be the final chapter in this story? I don't think so. Somehow.
It's been long enough now. We should just let it settle, know what I mean?
I actually thought that was going to be the arsehole himself leaving another nasty message because I get them on my and I record them and they get passed on to the police. But because it came through and it's like it's a bit late for this. Who's going to be ringing me at this time of night? It's a bloody police officer. So yeah, because they work strange hours, don't they, police? But I thought I literally thought that is going to be a message because he's watching this now and he's going to be like, he's going to be like, he's going to send me a message right in the middle of a show. And it was like, it wasn't. It was actually somebody else. Wow. I'm going to go and get another beer to celebrate. I shall see you in a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Poop tube.
Poo tube. Poo tube. Yeah. I don't know. I've noticed quite a lot of people's live streams. It always ends up talking about crap for some reason. Don't know why.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that on other people's live streams as well? Quite a common.
I suppose it's just the nature of it, isn't it? I mean, as a human race, we like to talk about a varied amount of things, and it always comes down to like the basics, isn't it? The basics, like what you do, how you do it. You know, there's just certain things that always come up, no matter who you're talking to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Guaranteed it. Somewhere along the line, you talk about sex, you talk about shit, disease. It just interests people, doesn't it? I suppose.
Well, it's natural anyway, isn't it? Really.
Oh yeah.
I made a nice curry me anyway. Not made one for a while. The curry sauce what I use hadn't been in the shops, so managed to get hold of some today.
Spicy.
Madras. So
nice.
Not too spicy. It's just right for me, if you know what I mean. I like it. I had a
I like making a nice curry.
I had a quick tester before I came on the live stream, and it's all right.
What you do? Lamb or beef or chicken?
Chicken mainly. I've done chicken, beef. I was thinking of doing lamb today for it, but what would you do? Just chop up the diced lamb and then fry it that way. The lamb.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But you use I take it you use like a seasoning and then just dump it in, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
Because obviously, if
I've
you
got-
do real curry, you can use anything like you need ghee, but you can use like coconut and other bits depending on what you want. All the different spices.
Yeah, what I do, I oil the pan, throw the chicken in, and then hit my spice cupboard and see what I've got in there. A bit of garlic, bit of ginger, whatever.
Yeah,
I can't remember the names, you know what I mean? But
coriander.
bits and
Yeah,
bobs,
there's
coriander.
Yeah,
Not
I
coriander.
like to experiment. I'll just look them up. My missus, her relatives are Asian as such. So when we go, I'm going up there at the weekend, but her aunt makes the most wonderful curries, like egg curry as well. I've never had egg curry before. I went up there. I went, okay, seems a bit weird, but it'll be all right. Had it, mate. Can't beat it.
Was the egg curry one with the boiled egg in?
That's it. Yeah, boiled eggs.
Yeah, boiled eggs.
And
Yeah.
then they put all the spices in and all the stuff. And it's not really that hot. I mean, I love a real hot curry, but it's not hot. It's just like nice and
Flavorful.
yeah, beautiful flavour. Oh man, what are you laughing at?
B-Face has just sent me a picture of himself in. Look at that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right. He's in some foreign. It's beginning with T.
Tunisia.
No. It's Christ. I can't remember. Somewhere in Spain or something, but it's beginning with T or something like that. I can't remember where it is now. Tenerife.
Oh, okay.
Tenerife, I think it is. Yeah, he's over there. So he's got a hat and dark glasses on. He's living it up. I just replied. I just said, Mr. Shagfest.
Matt, did you see that article I sent you earlier?
Oh, have you sent me yet something? Let me have a look.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, I'll let you have a look, and then I went, "What the fuck?"
Doctors discover man with pain. Hang on. Had swallowed entire mobile phone. What?
Yeah.
It ended wedged up in his stomach, blocking food from passing through him properly for 6 months. He'd been there for 6 months.
Bleeding out. That could be dangerous, just the battery itself inside a human.
Yeah,
the patient confessed to ingesting the device 6 months before, but he hoped it would naturally leave his body. It ain't going to naturally leave your body, you moron. It's massive and it won't digest because it's made out of plastic. I mean, like, so that's what they obviously they don't teach them well, do they? In like Egyptian schools. Oh my God!
I was trying to work out how he actually got it down his throat.
It's not Nokia 5210, is it? One of the big ones like that.
Well, it was a yellow one, but it did look like a Nokia sort of. Yeah,
I think in the article it says it was like a Nokia or something. I'm like, how the hell do you get that down your esophagus in the first place? Yeah, alone in your belly.
I mean, like you choke, wouldn't you? Trying to just like push it in past the back of the throat. Like, I mean, like, how do you eat something that size?
God knows. He must have been drunk that night or something. You know what I mean?
Mental, more
I
like.
my daughter that. She said, surely he must have heard it ring or buzz. Imagine that. Someone trying to ring him. Oh, it was in my belly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Darwin Awards. This is why natural selection exists, you know, to kind of thin the herds out. Yeah.
I love the natural selection. Yeah, I'll take it you read the Darwin Awards.
I've heard of them. I don't read them, but I've heard of them, and I've heard people using the phrase like, "Oh, you know, that's one for the Darwin Awards," you know. But I've never actually looked into it. Is it a book then or something?
No, it's I think it's a website. I've seen, I've read stuff on it. Like a Darwin Award is basically people who are very stupid and die from being idiots, really. Like simple, just being idiots. You know, natural selection takes over. Like, if you're going to do that, you're going to die. Oh, well.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos on YouTube. Stupid ways to die and the ways people have died. You just think, no. Just common sense tells you not to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking earlier on about like dogs and stuff, you know, how they eat stupid things because they don't know any better, you know, and like in the wild, I mean, I'm sure animals die all the time because they're just doing really stupid things, you know, they just like get themselves into trouble and that's it, you know. If it weren't for the fact that like humans looked after dogs, how much they'd screw up and like, you know, end up ripping themselves to pieces. And I mean, you're just like walking out into the road in front of cars and, you know, and eating poisonous things, you know. It's just like they don't live very long lives, you know, like animals in nature, in captivity, fed just good food every day, and sort of like they can live, you know, 20 years naturally, you know, like 4 years.
I don't know.
Back in the
80s, there used to be loads of dogs walking about and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like white dog shit. Where did that disappear to? There was always white dog shit when I was a kid. Always. Don't see it anymore.
No, that's down to the dog food itself, wasn't it? Well, I think it was down to a lot of bone material mixed up with the food.
Ah.
I think that's what that was.
Isn't it so like dogs don't know when to stop eating, so if you give them food, they'll just keep eating because they don't know when they're full.
And they throw it up, and then they'll eat what they threw up, and then they just continue eating. Yeah.
Oh, it's true then.
Well, my dog eats what he wants and just leaves what he doesn't know in his bowl. He'll go back for it. He doesn't eat all at once.
Yeah, my last dog was a bit like that, you know, would just like leave food for later. It was almost like, you know, they like to have a little bit later on. But this current dog is such a insecure puppy that, you know, it's like, I think she thinks that someone else is going to eat it. So she's like, no, must eat it all, you know, because someone else is going to have it. So she's greedy and she's like, no, I want it all. But my last dog was quite chilled. And she was just like, yeah, I'll have that later. I'll be fine. It'll still be there. I know it's going to be there. This one is like, no, give it to me now. Yeah. Hey,
ALW. Got ALW in, and who else just came in? Land Rover.
Hello, ALW. How are you? I haven't seen you for ages, mate.
Yeah.
I say hello to ALU. ALU. We say hello to hello.
Right, got to visit the boys' room again.
There we are talking about that.
Yeah, crazy. I'm going to call it now. Anyway, it's been 2 hours up, so.
Oh, you got to go?
Yeah.
You got to ring your mum. Ring your mum. She'll be thinking something's happened to you. 5 minutes late, she'll be like, oh, something's happened to him. You're like quite punctual, aren't you? You ring your mum at 11 o'clock every night.
The big part tomorrow. Yeah.
So we're going to eat into his mum time now. And she'll be like, oh, so 1 minute his mum's going to be panicking. 5 minutes. Does she actually care too much if you don't ring her, like, you know, if you got something on, or?
No, if she knows I'm going out somewhere or whatever, she won't phone me. But she does get worried if she doesn't hear to know for a while. From me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if you need to get off, then you need to get off. I suppose you're going to wait till Mr. Bengal comes back to give him the bad news. There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Sorry, you've got some
news
bad
is
news,
that?
John. You've
Yeah,
got some bad news, mate.
What's that?
time's
sir?
all-
ticking over.
It's all shit now, mate. It's all shit, man.
Shit.
Yeah, it's gone 2 hours now. It's game over.
God.
Fuck. What
Are
am
you
I
going
going
live,
to do?
Matt? Are you going live, John? Any views too?
I don't know.
Don't know. Could do. You could
Could
continue
do an hour,
chatting
and
about
if Matt's
shit.
doing it, I don't mind.
Yeah.
You could
We can
continue
continue
to
the
talk about
party without you, Matt. We can continue the party without you.
fecal talk. It's time for fecal facts with the secret vault.
Knock out all the shit thoughts.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
Taking you places where nobody would want to go. Finding
was
back
good.
doors finding the back doors into facts that nobody wanted to know.
I might have a go at doing the finger one next week. The game show, play cards right. Might give it that a go next week.
Oh, okay. I'm
Are you gonna
might be busy.
Brucey?
I might be busy.
Yeah.
If you get live guests on to do it, to speed it up, I'd probably be interested. Or, I'm not saying me. I'm not saying like narcissistic me. It must be me. It's just like I don't know. It just takes forever to get the answers to come in when it's like from the chat channel.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It is better if there's someone else on the screen, but like I say, you get weirdos like I had a troll before try to come on.
Well, maybe you just need to let people know you're doing the show so that they can prepare and come on with a bit of time, because
I had a troll the other day. Come on.
that's right. I saw that one.
Yeah, it was not Google, man. He seemed to be all right. That other guy, he just come. I'm like, all right, okay. Like you're gonna phase me coming on and going, making a silly little rhyme and being rude. It's like, yeah, shut up, mate.
What did he say? Something to do with Barry Little. Barry, Barry Little is a do. He's like, he said, yeah. Oh, that's right. Something. Yeah, I can remember now. It was should I? Because it's Barry's obviously going to take it as a joke, but he said something like something is a time waster and Barry Little is a child molester. And he sang this song, and it was like, what? Yeah.
I actually went to get rid of him. He just left on his own accord. So I went, all right then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the rhyme was now, but it did rhyme with child molest. Sorry, yes. Algorithm. Just think algorithm, Matt.
Barry's just say it, bud. It's fine.
Was Barry on that night? Did he hear it?
I think he did. He was on, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was quite funny, but it was like, Jesus, Yeah, they're saying go live. Well, the thing is, I'm actually uploading a video, which, if it goes, I'll tell you how long it's got left to upload. How long? I don't know. Is it even uploading? Uploads. Oh, 74%. That's going to take a while then. 37 minutes left. So if I stick this one up, I could go live after that perhaps, but do a premiere on it or something. I could just go live now. But yeah. Should we go do a random live for a bit of fun then?
Might as well.
I don't mind. If you might have trouble with it, I'll do it live. I don't give a shit.
I mean, that video gets to thingy as well. Get to quality up.
Yeah, that's why I don't know whether it'll go immediately or whether it'll bugger about.
Takes a bit of time now, doesn't it, to get up there, because it goes through some weird like filter system.
It uploads it, then it uploads it in a better quality. And when it's doing that, it's still uploading to a better quality, and then to the top quality. Yeah, it's like in stages, depending how quick you watch it or after it's released, the quality you get.
Yeah, I prefer to wait until it's at least 1080p, but if I upload in H.265, it's usually pretty quick, but sometimes it can take like a whole day before it'll say the video's ready, and I just go, oh, screw this, and I just change something slightly in the video, re-render it, re-upload it, and the other one will still be saying, like, 24 hours later, it'll still be saying, oh, yeah, processing, and it's like, yeah, things get jammed in the system.
Everything gets jammed.
Good night, everyone. Catch us all soon. And thanks for joining us. And check out my latest videos. There's Glyn. I've not seen him today. Yeah, check out my latest videos if you haven't already. And we'll see you next week. So stay safe till then. Goodbye.
Okay, take care then. All the best.
Take care, all. Good night.
Bye-bye. I'll go live on mine now. Right. Bye.
Going live on yours now, yeah?
Bye.
Right, so go over to Matt's channel. Bye-bye.